A lifer escaped from a California state prison. What's cracking, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. New video. So the other day, big news hit. California inmate, convicted killer, escaped from California Department of Corrections custody. I saw the video. It was sent to me right away, and I really had no intention of doing a video on this. I see people are doing the video, and I think a lot of these guys that are doing the video have just never been on the run. And myself, as a juvenile, I escaped. I was on the run twice, 2 different occasions. And so I'm going to speak from my point of view as far as being on the run. And I'm also going to speak to what I believe he's looking at. Okay. So first of all, if I'm correct, the last time there was an escape from a level 4 in California, not these lower levels don't count. If I'm not mistaken, the last escape we had from a level 4 was in 1993 or thereabouts, and it was from Lancaster State Prison, which is not a 180 design level 4. It is a 270 design. 270 design is a level 4, but has more freedom. Basically, there's more. The gunner can see every section. You know, it's hard to explain. A level 4 180, there has never been an escape from a level 4 180 design prison. That is the highest security prison in California. There's a wall in between every section. It's more secured. There is no podium in the day room in a level 4 180 for the officers to sit at. That's only in a 270 design level 4. And with Lancaster, the escapes that they were having when they first opened, that's when they started bringing in the electric fences, right? And you haven't heard of an escape since from there. Level 4 180, I don't believe there's ever been an escape from one. I don't even think it could happen. Me personally, I don't see how it could be possible for anyone to escape from a level 4 180. This individual was in Kern Valley. He was in Delano, New Delano, from what I heard. And I don't know what level of security he was on. However, he was being escorted outside of the prison. He was under escort. I would assume he had a handcuff key because anyone who has seen the footage, when they open up the van, the transport vehicle, he jumps out and he gets to running. I've been escorted, and every single time I was escorted, I was in waist chains, handcuffs, as well as shackles. A lot of times I was also in a black box. I believe this guy, there was no black box on him. Now, because of him, I'm sure every single medical transport, there will be black boxes. A black box basically locks your hands away from each other like this, where you're not going to be able to get a handcuff key. You're not going to be able to get to your cuffs. This isn't going to happen again. I don't believe. Now, when I saw the video, the footage, I'm not going to put it in here. You guys can just Google it and you'll see it. It looked like it was a clown show. I was under the impression, apparently not, or these guys just panicked, froze up. But I was under the impression that when you're under transport and you're a killer, the escort officers are allowed to shoot. I thought if you try to escape, they're allowed to shoot. Because when you're on grounds, when you're inside the prison, you try to escape, that Mini 14 is going. They will kill you. Okay. So I was under the impression that was the same thing, that they could pull out their sidearm and fire. They didn't. It looked like the Keystone cops, they did not know what they were doing. It was a foot chase. And you have I'm gonna keep it real. I'm gonna say at least 95% of the correctional officers in the California Department of Corrections are sloppy, out of shape. They passed their physical whenever they passed it, and then they came and they started making that good money and sitting on their fucking fat asses all day. My bad. But they're not in shape. And you have a convict who's busting down every day, working out, probably running laps. He's prepared for war, and this situation, your fat asses not gonna shoot him. You're not gonna catch him either. Then. Now, speaking from my experience on being on the run is no fun. You can't go and get a job. You can't go hang out with your family. And so what winds up happening is you're going to initially lay low. And then you are going to start committing crimes. You're going to commit crimes on a daily, unless you're able to hit a lick, something you can sit on, and even then you hit a lick, but you got to put yourself out there to get your money from that lick, meaning you do a crime that's going to bring you enough money for you to sit and lay low for a little while. Who are you going to trust? Who are you going to go to trust? Who are you going to go to middleman the deal? And now there's a certain scenario where I could see where this dude can go and be fine. I'm not going to get into that. I'm not renegade media. I'm not going to go and put in, in harm's way and give up the game, But I will say this. Those of you that don't know, the SSU is involved now. Okay. A lot of people in prison don't even know what the SSU is. That is the unit within the California Department of Corrections that loves kicking in doors, handcuffing your wife, handcuffing your kids. They're fucking rogue. They're beasts. And they are going to be the ones working with SWAT, working with whoever they got to work with to hunt this dude down. I'm sure they would love to shoot this dude for disrespecting them, humiliating them. But yeah, SSU is going to be involved with whatever agencies are involved in this manhunt. And this manhunt is going to go wherever it goes. I'm sure we all have an idea where we think it's going to go. And for this individual, I think he's smart enough to know that the only way he's going to get caught is by hanging around with people who know him. All it's going to take is, so in a quick, you can see it on the thumbnail. On the thumbnail, it says, now I don't, unlike a lot of these dudes that troll me and take the DA's version of what happened in my case. It's hilarious to me. The cops and the DA's version of my case is what they choose to say happened in my case. It's hilarious. But according to what is being put out there, this individual got in an argument with this old lady, was upset. They were at a bar. He walked outside and he shot somebody in the head. That doesn't make sense to me, but that is what's being put out there. And I'm going to use that as an example. This individual is in hiding. Wherever he's at, somebody got him somewhere and cool. Now he needs to cut ties. Am I trying to aid the dude? No, I'm thinking as an old criminal. The way I used to think, you cannot keep in touch with your lady. You cannot keep in touch with your mom. You cannot keep in touch with anyone. You can't, just calling and say, hey, what's up? I'm good. I'm safe. Boom, I'm gone. That's it. That's fine. But if you think you're going to have your old lady, you're going to have certain people around you. These are people who you could accidentally offend. And when you accidentally offend people, they may take it upon themselves to say, you motherfucker. And next thing you know, the authorities know where you are and they're going to come. And they're going to come ready to shoot a convicted killer. So this is not going to be a walk in the park for this guy. It doesn't matter how long he's able to stay out. He's going to look over his shoulder. He's going to have to question every single person that he runs across. Does this person know who I am? Is this person willing to give me up? Will this person give me up? He's obviously going to get somewhere where like I said, I have an idea. I have one scenario where he could get out and stay out probably for a long time. It's going to cost him some money. But he's never going to be able to lay his head on the pillow at night and be 100% sure that they're not coming. And it's an ugly feeling. You know, I'll keep it real. I remember being on the run and getting in chases to where I had to jump in a bush and stay there for 10 hours. You know, and I would go places, and I was a juvenile when I was on the run, and I would go places and the homies' moms were like, he can't come around no more. Because I would go places and people would call the cops like, hey, he's there, right? And I would always bounce out at the right time. And he's not in prison physically in a California prison, but now he's in a prison within his own mind. Now he's questioning. He's gonna have to question everyone he meets, everyone he comes across. He's gonna have to bounce around. And at the end of the day, he is gonna get caught. And when they come for him, I would think there's gonna be guns blazing on both sides. So there's my spiel. There's what I believe is not being said. There's a inside glimpse into what being on the run is really like. It's not fun. You know, I know Whitey Bulger did it for a long time, but he was a fucking rat and he had the feds helping him along the way. You know, this dude doesn't have that. And he's going to be very uncomfortable the whole time he's out. I would assume he's already somewhere, already got a gun on him, and he's already got it in his mind. I'm not going back. I don't blame him. That's my video for today, man. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Everybody, please be safe, be smart, and tell the ones you love that you love them, man. I'm out.